Doctor Doom! It's a thing. It's a thing. And Marvel's recently been dropping some really interesting promotion, actually, for Doctor Doom. There was that light show in Shanghai. There was the official reveal of the suit, which you're looking at right here. Pretty cool. And then an official synopsis. They're synopsisizing this shit already. That's crazy. So this is not the synopsis, but this comes from the synopsis. It says here, he's a master of advanced science. What they said was bleeding edge technology, actually. Man, where's the actual thing, man? You're telling me the aggregators are so fucking lazy that they couldn't even just grab the quote? And they couldn't even summarize the quote, like, the right way? Holy shit. Hang on here. MCU film news, you're pissing me off. You're getting the block, brother. You're getting the fucking block, baby. All right, here it is right here. Here's the... Oh, geez, that's... Can't read that. Okay, we got it. Everybody relax. Here it is. Doctor Doom has officially arrived in the MCU. This villain, a master of cutting-edge science and powerful magic, will unleash a cascading crisis across the entire multiverse. Marvel's most iconic character, Robert Downey Jr., also returns as Doctor Doom. Let's run that back, and I'm going to use the funny voice the entire time, okay? Doctor Doom has officially arrived in the MCU. This villain, a master of cutting-edge science and powerful magic, will unleash a cascading crisis across the entire multiverse. Marvel's most iconic character, Robert Downey Jr., also returns as Doctor Doom. That's pretty good. Okay, so crazy there, and yeah, summarize it for us aggregators. Doctor Doom is described as a master of advanced science, skilled in powerful magic, and it causes a cascading crisis across the multiverse. So, I think the first thing to say is, yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. We get a little summary synopsis already. The other thing that many fans are bringing up is this is comic accurate, which is great. And, you know, I had mentioned this a couple of times, but I do think it's really important to focus on this magic part. For whatever reason... Maybe it's because it's Tony Stark, right? Like, maybe it's because it's RDJ, and RDJ played Tony Stark, blah, 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 blah. For whatever reason, though, a lot of the conversation around this has been focused on the tech. Like, oh, the technology, oh, the nano machines, oh, the arc reactor, like, Doctor Doom going to be creating tech, like, oh, Ultron and all this stuff. And that's fine. Like, that's appropriate. But the magic side has been super neglected. Like a lot of big channels, a lot of speculators, a lot of theorizers are neglecting the magic side of this. Doctor Doom is crazy powerful with magic. And I really think that this exact combination of magic and tech together is so important to whatever they're cooking. It's important to the overall Marvel thing. You know, this is set up in Thor 1. Like, this is something Doctor Strange talks about. Iron Man talks about this, right? So I think that's a pretty big, important thing there. So I think that that's important. Now, another thing to just tell you is this corresponds to things other scoopers and insiders have said about the character. And it's just to say that this is probably just going to be comic book Doctor Doom. That essentially the RDJ Doctor Doom, although certainly there'll be something going on with Tony Stark and the reason he looks like Tony and all that. Something's going on there. But I think by and large, this is just comic book accurate Doctor Doom. Magic, science, this is the look here. So I think that's great. Now, this other thing that's crazy is the crisis that threatens the entire multiverse, the cascading events that threaten the entire multiverse. Crazy. Probably the incursions, you know, probably something to do with the incursions. And we've heard a lot about this, right? Like Shine keeps talking about how it's going to be Rogers, and Rogers caused the incursions, and Doom's going back to try to stop all the incursions or whatever, and maybe that's just what it is. Alex Perez has this theory about the incursions and the original version of the timeline and the Prime Universe and all that. Probably a combination of both. But in the comics, especially for the Hickman thing, Doom is seen as one of many players trying to discover what's going on and trying to control it. And he's eventually revealed to be the guy that basically is behind it all. Okay? And in the comics, I'll remind you that the Molecule Man is a bomb. Okay? He's a bomb. And the Beyonders, who are these beings outside of the universe, they create everything, and then they put Owen Reese in every universe, and he's a bomb. He's there to just blow up. So if the Beyonders decide, oh, hey, we don't like the multiverse anymore, we want to blow it up, they just pull the trigger on that, and they blowed it up. Okay? Well, what Doctor Doom realizes is that the Beyonders are linear, which probably has to do with them being outside of the universe. But either way, they can't actually time travel. So they're existing linearly. So Doom goes back in time and kills one of the Owen Reeses. That's what starts the incursions. Okay? So I wonder if we will see it in this film that Doctor Doom is the actual causes of the incursions. That he does one thing to perhaps stop the collapse of the multiverse, which then starts the incursions, which is just the fail-safe to that other thing. I'm not sure. And it seems like we're not really going to get the Beyonders, and I think it's more associated with the Prime Universe and Kang and all of that, right? But there's also this whole thing of Doctor Strange 3. All right? It seems like from a narrative perspective, from what we know about Doomsday, you're going to get Doom presented as this character. You will understand something of his backstory. But really, he is going to be the driving force of the plot as they try to stop the collapse of everything. And his machinations are really because he knows everything's collapsing. He's going to be doing something else, probably trying to control everything, create Battleworld, etc., right? But the reason that this new insight here of the collapsing multiversal thread and what connects to the Hickman comics, the reason I think that could still be in play is because of Doctor Strange 3, right? So there's a movie that is scheduled in 2027 to be in the summer. Secret Wars is December of 2027. There's a Marvel movie, still has a slot in the summer of 2027. Okay? All signs point to that being something Doctor Strange related, possibly an Illuminati movie, possibly a big multiversal movie. I think that movie will explain the real backstory to Doom. I almost feel like the Doomsday film is going to show you a side of the backstory. And then I feel like the Doc Strange 3 movie will show you the real backstory to Doctor Doom. But you do have to have this cascading crisis in Doomsday. Doomsday is the big event film. It is going to kick off. There has to be a driving force to that plot. So I don't know. I guess for me, it's like, how are they going to present this as Doom being the driving force behind the collapse and everybody else teaming up to fight against him when we already know certain characters are going to be working with Doom, at least initially, and there's something to do with the Avengers and him looking like Tony Stark, which is going to co-opt their cooperation when they fight against the X-Men stuff. So crazy stuff here, guys. I think the main thing is it's comic book Doom. The magic part is awesome. Cascading collapse of the multiverse is awesome. Definitely some Hickman vibes. I'm not sure how it all fits together, but that's it right there. So, guys, I don't know. What do you think of this? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the synopsis here? It's most likely in between Avengers or after the second Avengers movie. You talking about the Doc Strange thing? Maybe. What the fuck? Temu ads in the chat? What is this? What are you guys talking about with this Temu ads? Like, you think I'm joking. I'm actually not joking. What are the ads in the chat? Can somebody explain it to me? Is this a YouTube thing? What is happening? Cancel everything? Oh, okay, yeah, let's cancel it. Yeah, good call. Ads randomly pop up on mobile? Does it seem like it's official? Like it's coming from YouTube? Because if that's the case, I love these ads. Hell yeah. Put those ads in chat. It's about time we started monetizing the chatters. Let's go. I want it. I want it. In fact, double them up. Double them up on those ads. Whenever an ad pops up, I want you to know this. Whenever an ad pops up in your chat, I wish it was 2. All right, anything else on the Doctor Doom stuff? This segment is pretty much everything we've been discussing for the past year. Hey, Shub, shut your whore mouth. Anybody have commentary other than that? Including and not limited to brutal attacks on Shub? Thank you. Broke Avengers finally earning their keep. Exactly. Exactly. Do we think we'll revisit the timeline through different Marvel movies the way we go back? Yes, I think so. Yeah. I do. Yeah. Like in the X-Men films or the Toby films. Hell yeah. I don't know. I got premium on you, broke host. Hell yeah. Let them know, Kendall. I wonder if they'll make an official announcement for the film. When? What? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if they will and when. Oh. The Exodus says, I think Doom is going to walk into the TVA where the magic isn't supposed to work, and he's going to be that guy who nonchalantly starts casting spells. Oh, shit! That could be cool. That could be kind of badass. I kind of like that, yeah. That would be kind of fun, huh? Hey, if Loki can do it, why not Doom, huh? If Loki can do it, why not Doom, huh? Surely they'll announce Doctor Strange 3 as soon as they start filming it. Yeah, well, they might not announce it, but if it goes into production soon, we'll know about it for sure. Yeah. Will we see still shots of the X-Men in their comic accurate suits before next summer? I think so, yeah. I think so. Yeah. Should Marvel cancel their live-action X-Men movie for an animated X-Men reboot? Yes. That question was so silly you broke my browser. You see this white here? That's because it says, oh, snap. But also, yes. Like, also no, but also yes. So, like, kind of no, but also yes. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, what the hell else is even going on in this crazy world, huh? Will Angela appear in the MCU? I would like that. I think she's cool. They turned off the magic dampeners. That's how Loki did it. What? New Warhammer models? Get the fuck out of here, Adam. Are you serious? Or are you talking about the ones you already showed me? Or is there even more new ones? Isn't it crazy how Adam destroys with streams with Warhammer talk these days? Oh, from this morning? Okay, yeah. Who the hell is Angela? She's like this cast out angel. She was like in the Spawn comics. She's related to Thor. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Warhammer, that's all we need. Hell yeah. Any Star Wars news? Hell no. When do we get a Wonder Man trailer? Maybe in the next couple of weeks. I think you are paying him to inject Warhammer talking points. Yeah, you would. Have you taken the plunge yet, Trev? There's some good Warhammer comics. Have you tried the Warhammer comics? Warhammer TLDR. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Okay, I guess that's all we're gonna say about fucking RDJ Doctor Doom. I don't know. I thought official synopsis for Doomsday would be cool to talk about.